Chris, All-Star Week is coming up. You and I love it. Every year, some excellent players, however, are left out of the main attraction, and you feel for them.
Think about Lou Williams, who was turned down 3 times last year.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. And you know, again, you get over it as a player, but the reason why it's so much emotion is because you put so much work into it, the time away from your family, the time and dedication, listening to your coaches. But every player has to go through it. It's frustrating if you're right on the cusp of being voted in. And, you know, it's a lot of campaigning, a lot of cheerleading around this time here. So that could be frustrating as well. But, again, if you're even in the conversation, even if you're a snub in the NBA, to me, that's an honor because it's still the NBA and these are the best players in the world.
Yeah, well said. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for the Pistons, Johnson and Griffin at the power forward spots. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kennard, and it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Passes it to Porzingis. He kicks it to Hardaway. Knicks working now with a fresh shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up.
Now here is Dellavedova. Guarded closer. Outside Griffin. Pass to Drummond. Over Cancer. That one off the back iron and out. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Sprewell. He's guarded by Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Johnson. New York shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw, no good. C-Webb, the Pistons from 2003 to 2008 with 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 1 title. But in the decades since, only 2 playoff appearances and 0 playoff wins.
Well, yeah, think about it. The 2004 title team was led by Joe Dumars, who won championships back-to-back with the Pistons. You need that type of lineage. Think about Boston, Danny Ainge. Think about the Lakers with Magic Johnson. Well, the Pistons need that type of consistency. They need a leader. The Pistons, once again, hoping to find that magic and chemistry.
Here's Sprewell, defended by Dellavedova. 5 to shoot. Cantor, the pass to Sprewell. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, D.
While most players can dominate with their scoring ability, he has done it with his passing. No doubt that he is the catalyst for this team on offense. And when players are cutting or moving to open space, he has found it.
Griffin kicks to Dellavedova. It's Drummond, high post. Johnson, a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Knicks trailed by 3. Pass to Ntilikina. Some nice passing by New York here. They're running. Up the floor. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, man, just sick. The leaping skills of Johnson, really demonstrating exceptional athleticism on the dunk.
Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Johnson. They double him with Drummond. Sprewell. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Kennard, guarded by Hardaway, and Enes Kanter picks up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's the second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. Now here is Dellavedova. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. 4 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Knicks trailed by 3. Outside Hardaway. Now the pass to Sprewell. Shoots over Griffin. Passes to Knox. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Inside. And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Kennard. It's rebounded by New York. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Johnson finds Drummond. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed his way, it's game over for the defense.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Sprewell, the pass to Hardaway. No good.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Sprewell. Another shot, and the layup is good.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effortless.
Pistons leading by 5. Dellavedova kicks to Drummond. Over Porzingis. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Drummond is just blossoming right in front of our eyes. Love seeing him sink the mid-range Jays.
Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as the franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
Here's Griffin. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Well, in recent years, C-Web player
With the double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem, the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
6 on the shot clock. And Drummond kicks to Kennard. Over Hardaway. Kennard's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Pass to Drummond. Smith against Hardaway. Smith drawn the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Pistons now. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Trailing by 5. Hardaway passes to Sprewell. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. And let's quickly check out the best young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month. Angelo Gaddi, fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Johnson outside. Out to Smith. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Here's the pass to Knox. And again, it's New York. Here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside from the low block. It's deflected. And again, New York turns it over. For the Knicks, Noah Vonleh comes in for Porzingis, and it's Burke in for Hardaway. And then for Detroit, Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for Andre Drummond, and Robinson III comes in for Johnson. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Luke Kennard. Moutier with the rebound. Knicks trail by 3. Passes it to Knox. Here's Sprewell, guarded by Robinson. Here's Sprewell. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. That one goes. Count it. Sprewell's got 6 points.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
On the boards.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how they respond. I mean, they lost the physical battle badly in that game. I'm sure that's still in their minds.
Burke with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Moutier kicks to Vonleh. Pass to Knox. New York moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sprewell. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Knicks making a switch here. Dotson's checked in. So it's the Pistons now. They trail by 1. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
No question. Officials were active, trying to keep control of the game that affected the substitution pattern.
Here's Sprewell. We're covering. Sprewell, that's good. 10 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Smith kicks to Lure. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Sprewell. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Chris, when you're watching how a team is put together, what signals are you looking for? That the pieces now are the right one.
Great balance, but do you have guys that can specialize in their different areas, rebounding, shooting, dribbling, passing? Do you have players that can space the floor that allows you to play the system that you want? Do you have guys that are engaged and have the ego and the pride to want to get stops on the defensive end? So with me, usually I see that it's a balance when you can kind of check off every box that you need to say, yes, we have what we need this season to get where we want to get.
Banked in off the glass. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Fruitful possession. Just doing what they can to extend the lead.
That's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Smith kicks to Lure. To the inside. Pass to Bullock. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Trier, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Smith. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Calderon kicks to Lewis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good, Lure. He doesn't get the second one. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing weekend.
I'd be lying if I told you that it wasn't a big deal. You can't really focus on getting picked for the team because as soon as you do, your game starts to dip. So when I heard that I made the roster, it felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Obviously, it's a huge honor, and I'm looking forward to putting on a show for the fans.
There's going to be a lot of debate about who should and who shouldn't be on the All-Star rosters, but hard to argue with AI's inclusion.
You know, there's debate every year, Kevin, but there should be no conversation when it comes to AI. The things he's done for this team and how involved he is on both ends of the floor are undeniable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Ryan Anderson. Reggie Bullock is out there with Calderon. Then it's Robinson, and it's Lure in at the 4 slot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Grizzlies delivered a performance for the ages. He finished with 42 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. The biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. And you look at D, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Porzingis just behind him. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yeah, Greg, this is a dependable group of low-post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
Cantor checked in for the Knicks. Frank Ntilikina comes in for Burke. Count the basket.
Now, this is what I love, how Anderson is ready to shoot even before he gets the ball. His confidence is through the roof right now.
And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back nine of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
Pistons trailed by 13. Calderon passes to Bullock. Robinson down low. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Anderson kicks to Robinson. Off target with his 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the pass to Vonleh. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And the Pistons making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in.
Time talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here is Dellavedova. Defense is right there. Griffin finds Anderson. Stolen by Cantor. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Trier. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Outside Griffin. And that one goes long.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Dellavedova, the pass to Calderon. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Griffin inside. Vonleh on him. On the clock. Anderson trying to free himself up. Calderon, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Sprewell. He's guarded by Bullock. Griffin with the steal. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for D. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging 46 points, 12 assists, and over 3.5 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul for the Knicks. Not. Passes it to Dotson. Here's Sprewell. We're covering.
Take a look here at the numbers for Porzingis. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in field goal percentage, 11th in blocks, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Smith kicks to Robinson. In the corner, Drummond with it. And it's Smith, top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ball stolen. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. That's tipped. Kennard kicks to Smith. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. Lure gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Pass to Moutier. Here's Sprewell. Back to Moutier. Lays it up and banks it in.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You see it up there on the scoreboard.
And it's Drummond missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Smith kicks to Kennard. He feeds it to Lure. Over Sprewell. Here's Drummond. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Drummond's got 12 in the game.
Exactly. That's what Drummond will always give you, tenacity on the offensive glass.
Pass to Sprewell. 16 seconds left in the first half. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. This Pistons squad struggling. Smith outside. Bullock dishes to Anderson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, I love when Anderson uses his size down low. Now, you can always spread him out, but keep releasing it high so the D had no chance to block the shot.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Knicks opening up a huge gap. And it's game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by D.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. And it's Sprewell in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Dellavedova kicks to Kennard. Back to Dellavedova. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Yeah, they'd love to get a bunch more of those in this half.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Sprewell, defended by Dellavedova. And he makes that one. And it's now 26 points for D.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
Now here is Dellavedova. Not a lot of room. And Griffin scores the assist from Dellavedova. Griffin's got his first basket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Sprewell, defended by Dellavedova, and it goes down 2 points. Sprewell's got 28.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
The pass to Drummond. And he drops it in from the low post.
Wow, and that's the length and the touch of Drummond. It's hard for anyone to contest. When he's in the zone, the basket is as big as the ocean.
Ntilikina passes to Sprewell. Passes it to Porzingis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Kristaps Porzingis, standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
Ntilikina passes to Sprewell. And here's Porzingis. To the paint. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
They've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story tonight.
And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his...
And to look out the 4 areas where shots can come from, the paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Knicks.
And the one shot they've stayed away from tonight has been that long 3. They've been a little more consistent with their shot selection, not launching as many deep threes.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And that one's good. Drummond.
The strength of Drummond on display.
The Knicks leading by 19 points. Outside Hardaway. Here's Sprewell, defended by Dellavedova. And Griffin sends it back. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. And you look at D, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Griffin down low, guarded by Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Sprewell. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Griffin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Porzingis.
Wow, the mobility of the veteran forward, I mean, so impressive. I mean, Griffin is talented at driving the ball, I mean, and putting the defense in a tough spot.
The Knicks making a switch here. Trier's checked in, and a switch here also for Detroit. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Kennard. Trier passes to Sprewell. Griffin on the double team. Here's Porzingis. Here's Cantor. Pass to Trier. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons trailed by 17. Here's Griffin. Porzingis with the block. They recover it. Johnson, good.
And at 6'7", Johnson has the height to bang down low. He's terrific at getting quality shots in the post.
The Knicks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Trier passes to Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Outside Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Drummond, and no good. Trying to use the glass. The Knicks leading by 15. Ntilikina passes to Sprewell. The pass to Porzingis. Buries it down low. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now. Wow, he's really been dragging them down tonight.
Here's Sprewell. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Here's Drummond. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
One of the most physical players in the league doing his job. Doesn't bother Drummond. If he's got 3 guys on his back, 4 guys on his back, he's still going to score.
Knox, he's checked in for Porzingis. Trier passes to Sprewell. Over Dellavedova. And it's Sprewell missing.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
And here's Johnson outside. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Oh, man, and it's important to this team that Johnson connects on these perimeter attempts. He's remarkable at opening the floor for his guys.
Sprewell, the pass to Trier. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Trier's got his 2nd basket of the night. Pistons trailed by 14. To the middle. And Drummond throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And that was an unleashed chaos moment. Indeed, what a spectacular play. Sponsored by...
Seeing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Robinson's checked in for Johnson. Pass to Trier. Here's Sprewell. He's guarded by Calderon. Sprewell, that's good. Sprewell's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Griffin finds Drummond. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Out to the right wing. Knocks the pass to Sprewell. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That's his first foul. Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. The Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with a total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Lures got 6.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
To the wing on the left. Burke, the pass to Sprewell. Buries it down low. Sprewell's got 36.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive.
Smith kicks to Robinson. Pass to Lure. And it's Bullock in the corner. He dishes it to Drummond.
How about Andre Drummond making his second All-Star appearance in 2018? He's been playing some of his best basketball. I mean, one of the top 5 or 6 centers in the game, if you ask me.
And he sinks the second. And Drummond in his 7th season, still just 25 years old. Chris, a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, and I think defense, believe it or not, is where he has the most untapped potential. I mean, with better recognition and communication, I mean, he could be a contender for Defensive Player of the Year.
Here's Burke. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Smith finds Robinson. Wants to get it to Lure and does. Good work there as it goes. He's got 8.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Knicks have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That free throw, no good.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Dotson's checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for Detroit. And finished off by Lure.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Here's Sprewell, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Detroit. Tonight, he's gone 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Not sure where it's gone, but he's lost his confidence at the foul line. And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances.
The pass to Smith. Over to the wing. Again, the Pistons score.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for New York. Passes it to Moutier. Here's Sprewell, covered by Smith. Another bucket! Wow!
Well, he's gone up to 40 as he continues to just dominate.
You're right. We knew he had a shot at it tonight. He is now tied for 3rd for the most 40-point games in a season.
And you can put him in the same breath as Michael Jordan. They both can say they had 37 games of 40 or more.
Here's Bullock. That 3 off the mark. New York leading by 15. Dotson the pass to Sprewell. kicks to Vonleh. And it's in there. Vonleh's got his third basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. In the corner, it's Robinson. From the wing. Misses off the right iron.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Vonleh kicks to Burke. New York moving it around. Here's Sprewell. Back to Moutier. Shoots over Bullock. Moutier, no good. And so it's New York out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pistons, Smith and Kennard are in the backcourt. Reggie Bullock is out there with John Lure. And it's Anderson in at the 5 down low. Smith dishes to Lure, and he comes up with the deuce. Lure's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pistons. New York leading by 15. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Sprewell. Over Smith, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Detroit Pistons. That's good from Sprewell. Both free throws good from Sprewell. Here's Smith. To the left side wing. Shoots it. Kennard's shot is off.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
And that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Sprewell. No good that time. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Now here is Smith, defended by Moutier. Smith kicks to Lure. Porzingis with the block.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Hardaway. A 3 from Anderson. Knocks down the 3 ball.
This is why the man gets paid. This is something Anderson does very well. You have to love how he...
Here's Sprewell, covered by Smith. Sprewell, the pass to Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was time.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Smith finds Anderson. Back to Smith. Nails the baby hook.
The quickness of Smith, Kevin, is so hard to keep up with, which is why he's able to get these shots off in time.
The Knicks leading by 14. Moutier pass to Sprewell. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the inside. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Smith. Out to the right wing. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Wow. Smith is just an incredible distributor, a genuine floor leader. He knows where to dish the rock.
Pass to Sprewell. Doubled by Smith. Lays it up off the glass. Sprewell's got 45 points.
Look, he's driven him to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
And here's Smith. And Anderson has it in the corner. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cantor checked in for Vonleh. And then for Detroit, Johnson comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Ish Smith. Johnson dishes to Anderson. Now the pass to Dellavedova. Over in the corner. Lure. That one falls.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Porzingis passes to Sprewell. Back to Porzingis. Passes it to Sprewell. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Ntilikina's checked in. Griffin's checked in for Detroit. Pass to Sprewell. And the layup's good off the glass. Sprewell's got 47 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to Lure. Shoots it up. That one off the back iron and out.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dellavedova kicks to Lure. And the pass to Kennard. Excellent D from Cantor.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Knicks now. The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Sprewell. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
6 to shoot. Porzingis with the block. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
Drummond's checked in for John Lure.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
A lot. I mean, they came in focused on winning the rebound battle, and they've done it.
Pistons trailed by 18. Drummond finds Johnson. Here's Kennard. Outside Griffin. Bounce pass from Drummond. Here's Kennard. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Here's Ntilikina. Passes it to Sprewell. Over Dellavedova. And another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Johnson outside. Down low. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You have to keep this man out of the paint. Griffin, professional poster maker.
Ntilikina kicks to Hardaway. Here's Sprewell, defended by Dellavedova. From 10 feet out. Again, what an avalanche bunch. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Down low, he's looking for Drummond and finds him an emphatic alley-oop jam.
But you got to respect the shot selection of Drummond. He does not play outside of himself, always in control.
Pass to Sprewell. Now Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Ntilikina passes to Sprewell. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Johnson. Shot, high post. Ntilikina can't hit.
And he'll be happy that they're in front, but he knows better than anyone else that he's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with that. That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Sprewell. There's the feed to Cantor. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Porzingis comes with the double team. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Drummond. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
There's the pass to Kennard. Here's the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Kennard's got 7 points for the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Sprewell. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Ntilikina. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Griffin with it. Hardaway picks him up. Griffin kicks to Kennard. Back to Griffin. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You got to do more than that to stop Griffin. I mean, he's using his brute strength to capitalize through contact.
The Knicks leading by 13 and stolen by Drummond. Pass to Dellavedova. Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Hardaway. Down low, Sprewell. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Now here is Dellavedova. Tight defense on him. Here's Kennard. And Detroit again with the bucket. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. Ntilikina kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Sprewell. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Over to the left wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
The Knicks leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for New York.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for D.
Well, of all the things he did well, his passing was the most important. He spread the ball around, kept everyone involved, and their offense clicked.
Rob. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying...
No, man, that was a good screen you set up back there. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, great. AI, let's get your press conference ready. They're going to want to talk to you after that game.
All right, thanks, Charlie. Hey, I'll be right there, all right?
Sounds good.
AI, the All-Star rosters were announced today, and it's official. You're on the team. How does it feel?
Oh, man. Yeah, it feels great, you know. I try not to think about it because, you know, I didn't want to distract from what, you know, me and the team were trying to do, but now that it's official, I mean, wow, man. Like, I look forward to representing my team and the city, and, yo, it'll be a real career highlight for sure.